Hey y'all, come on in, it's Tracy, honey. It's time to make some chicken and dumplings. It's time to do it now. Y'all come on in. Let me show you, that's my chicken. Look how pretty that broth is. And over here is what I'm going to do my dumplings in. And I'm using turmeric to color the coloring that I'm going to need. Okay? And cook these dumplings so it can pull off of that turmeric. And they won't look all pale and white, but they'll have a golden color. And so that's my broth. So we're getting ready to make these dumplings. Hey y'all, come on in. It's time to make some dumplings. We finna do this. I'm gonna turn the camera down. I won't be able to read a lot of comments because I don't have my hands in this stuff. I do the best I can. Let's get ready to make us some dumplings. I'm all ready, okay? So, I'm going to make these dumplings thin. Because my auntie don't need nothing thick. She don't like her dumplings doughy. She don't like the big cluster of dumplings. She like the way I make them thin for her. So, this is my Aunt Florine chicken and dumplings. All right, I see you here. My nephew here, Andre Walton. My nephew, Calvin Wilson, is here. My family is in the building. All right. So what we're going to do is get you started. In this here bowl, I got all-purpose, not self-rising, but all-purpose flour. You want to use all-purpose. You feel a snap. That's right, Shukri. I've already snapped. You late. Amen. You don't want to use self-rising. You want to use all-purpose. So we got all-purpose flour. We got whole buttermilk because we want that fat. And we got some shortening. Okay? And we're going to roll these out and we're going to treat them like biscuits. But we're just going to make them tighter. That's all you do. You treat them like biscuits, but they are tighter. Okay? Hallelujah. Andre, I feel my help. God spoke to me today. Andre, God spoke clear to me in the shower. And he said, tell that the scheduled programs have been interrupted. Honey, you think we've been dealing with some pixels and dropping our stuff. God said, it's all right. I'm about to interrupt the services. The public service announcement is about to be interrupted. Some people use shortening when they make their dumplings and some don't. I like a fat base in my dumplings, so I do. I'm going to treat them just like biscuits, okay? But they're going to be thicker. Is that all right? So I'm going to take, y'all know I tell y'all all the time, my hand is a third a cup. I already know what size my hand is. So this is a third cup of shortening. My grandmama used to say, get a fistful. Everybody's hand size is bigger. So when I'm giving my measurements out for my biscuits, I've always used, if you go back and see my recipe, I always use 3 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of buttermilk, and I'll use anywhere from a third to a half a cup of shortening. But in this case, I don't need as much. So I've got more than 3 cups right here. But I want it to be tight. Okay? So I'm really just putting a little fat base in here. Don't have to be extremely equal measurements. I'm going to start working this up with my hand. We're going to roll it out because we're going to have to. We're going to make it tight. Tight as we can get it. Okay. Some people make their biscuits with water too. I mean their dumplings with water. Some people make theirs with sweet milk, less fat. It don't really matter as long as it forms what you want it to form, okay? You're going to roll it out. And it's going to be a little tight roll. Back in the day, my mama and they were just taking, honey, Drop them off the fingertips. Hold on, let me get a little water. When y'all come in, sprinkle me. I'm going to add me a squishy bit of water. My mama always said, pass your biscuits on the outside. Which I've been doing it for years. Butter is all right. But water and the milk seals the moisture. Ain't it good to say what your mama say? She's still in the land of the living. What my auntie say, don't stop praying, for the Lord is nigh. He'll hear your cry. For the Lord has promised, and his word is true. I won't stop praying. He gonna answer you. Sit back and watch you. Just as sure as I've been walking around without a cane, he finna move on our behalf. Mine and yours. So come on in. It don't matter how many times they freeze y'all. Keep watching. I don't even care how many people I reach. Keep watching. I want you to watch as well as pray. I want this tight. And I don't want to waste none of it. Whatever I got to do to get it stiff, I add a little more buttermilk to grab the bottom, because I'm going to use a different type of flour just to roll it in. When I get it the right consistency, I ain't got to do nothing but cut them. And you can drop them. If you want to, you can drop your biscuits. I mean, your dumplings. You can pick them up like your grandmama and them and throw them in there. But my auntie don't like hers like that. Okay? You get all my crumbs. I don't want to waste nothing. Economy is down and people can't get enough pay. So as you see, you work this a little bit more than you do when you making biscuits. It's going to be a little bit more thicker and tighter. Yes, it is now. You want it like that. I'm going to scoop up everything. Ooh, Lord, I did that. Hold on, let me wash my hand. Hold on. I'm making these for some precious people. I'm making them for my auntie, my mama, and my uncles. So I want to take my time today. My God from Zion. And we're going to make these here dumplings. Y'all ready to finish? Okay. Get this out the way. Oh, excuse me, babies. I'm going to shake my little flour on my board. And when I drop this, it shouldn't be nothing but really nothing in there. So I'm going to put a little flour and spread the flour. Just to grab it. Just to grab it. Just to grab it. Alright. Let's spread it out. And let's pull it out of here. See what we got. That's what we got in our bowl. When you don't waste, you ain't gonna waste it. You don't want to be asking and wasting at the same time. Y'all with me? All right. So now we're just gonna take this, and this is a lot. I'm gonna cut it in half, because I'm only going to work with so much at a time. Okay? So I'm going to set this half over to the side. Too much to work with at one time. I'm gonna take it. This is called folding. I'm working it. It's no different if you was getting ready to make some bread, you know, after you let it set up and butter has gotten cold in it and everything has been applied. You refrigerate it and you start working it. Well, that's what I'm finna do now. I'm working my dumpling. And the more I work it, the more I'm gonna tighten it up as I fold. Press that fold out. It's ready now to roll out. It's ready. It's good to go. So I'm going to get my roller and I'm going to dust it. Roll it out. What I'm going to do is turn it, because I need it long ways now. I'm going to roll it long before I roll it wide. Okay? Let's hit my thing. And you can feel and see how thick and how thin. Now this side is good. I gotta just thin this out a little bit more over here. Ready to go. You can use a bread color. I got a knife right here. I got me a knife. And I just... You can use a fork. You can use whatever you want to. Whatever you feel like using. You know, right way or no wrong way to cut your dumplings. Just cut them. And I just started cutting mine. You got a pizza cutter, use your pizza cutter. Whatever you got. And you get them as long as you want them, as thick as you want them. Just start cutting them out. You can even thin them out more in your hand if you want to. You can thin them as thin as a noodle if you want to. That's your business. Then you want to take a little flour. You want to toss them. You want to toss them together. Pull them apart. Make sure they pulled apart. Make sure they cut all the way through. Just check on them and make sure they like you want them. Always shake you some flour on them so they can stay separated. That's when you know if they really done pulled apart. Just gonna push those over to the side. That's the first set. They're ready to go in the water. You can thin them out more. You can take them apart more. Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Now add a little more water. And we're going to make some more. Hold on. I want everybody to have some juicy dumplings. Ain't it amazing what they took? Some flour and made self-rising, not self-rising, all-purpose. I'm sorry, all-purpose. All-purpose, all-purpose, all-purpose. Add just a little salt to your water, because water don't come seasoned. Okay, let's make some more. Y'all see how I did that? Y'all see me put the dumplings in here? Let me see what y'all talking. The chicken is over here. And the dumplings is in here. Y'all just put all my dumplings in at one time. I ain't finna get popped. Look, they fine. Just put them in all at one time. If the texture right, they fine. They ain't going nowhere. I just put them in all at one time. Somebody asked me that. Yeah, you put them in all. You ain't got to go. You don't have to go plop, 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 plop. You can if you want to. But I'm finna roll out some more. You don't have to. Hey, Mother, hope you having a Hey, Tay McNeil, I am having a blessed day. I need to watch repeat on get the recipe. Okay. So basically, I don't know how many dumplings you cook, how many people you making dumplings. As you see, this made 2 big batches. I'm cooking for a lot of people. Because my auntie's children are out there too. So, I'm just going to take this big pot belly full of dumplings. Y'all already know what my Biltmore pot belly do. So, that's a lot. What else is in the pot? I put some turmeric in there so my dumplings won't look white. I got chicken and the chicken broth that I use to start it off. I'm going to add cream of celery in these dumplings. So I'm going to make some more for y'all. I'm going to turn y'all down. You really need to talk to me. I done talked to y'all. Let's do them again. Y'all ready? Thank you, Mother Ruby Cross. I got to call you. Will you just send me a refreshing email, Mother Cross, so that I can call you? It'll remind me to call you, Mother Ruby Cross. I remember yesterday, your auntie said she want. That's what I'm doing, Mona. I mean, they've given her a certain amount of time. I can't play around. These is Auntie Flo'S. Let me turn y'all back right where y'all were. I got to do this. My auntie, I don't know. Every day we wake up, we already know we dying. Don't get me wrong, but when the doctors tell you that it's a short amount of time, it puts us into a different zone. We know every day we wake up, we are closer to death. But it's different when they tell you. You know, you ain't never been in somebody's shoes. Well, it look like something can kill you. You won't understand it. Even a person that's in remission from cancer, they're always worried about when it's going to come back. So you can't never look at them and say, you had it. That's old. No, they're going to always be worried about that. They're glad for the free moment, but every time they go to the doctor, they don't know what could show up. Just like us, we can go to the doctor feeling great, and they discover something else. It's always something to discover out there. You want to fold it and make this tight like you're making bread. The tighter, the better. The tighter, the better. I'm going to take a part of this away. I'm just going to work with this right now. I'm going to thin this out so thin. I'm about to roll these out super duper thin to look like a noodle. They're going to look like they're about to stick to this board. Because I want some of them in there like that. So super duper thin. Just in case she got to have one of the thinnest ones she can have. I'm going to roll them super duper thin. Okay. Let me turn it long ways. I'm going to roll it super duper thin. That's my refrigerator making eyes. They'll probably clock me for it, y'all. I'm just here to tell you, everything I do, they don't like me. They don't like me at all. Not at all. People can get away with murder, but I can't. Gonna be somebody own copyrights everywhere. I guess if I sneeze, it's gonna be copywritten. Okay, I got these super thin. They so thin you can see through them. Super duper thin. I got these so thin. They tan apart. That's how thin they are. Little thin thins. Little weak thin. So thin you can roll your hair on rice. They so thin. Bless their heart. They just thin. They done stretched them thin. Tracy stretched them thin. I sure did. Got them thin. I want to make sure my auntie, she can't have them thick. She can have them thinner than what I got. And you know what an honor it is when the people that grew up cooking for you. And child, I have to tell you a story what my auntie did. So these are going to be called Auntie Flo dumplings in my cookbook. Auntie Flo's chicken and dumplings. So y'all heard her voice. She's prayed for you all. Told y'all what thus said the Lord. So look, one day when me and Eddie first got married, Auntie Flo said, come out to the house. I'm going to cook you and your husband some food. That's just my wedding gift to you. I said, okay, when he get home, I'll let him know. She said, well, don't cook dinner tonight. I'm going to cook for you. I said, okay, Aunt Flo. So we went out to Aunt Flo's house, and she always cooked. She just make up stuff like I do. And, because my mama ain't going to change her recipes for nothing. She think it's her way, her recipe. I don't care if it's something good. Did they cook this? Oh, did they put that? I don't want that. They put that in it. I don't want this. I don't. But Aunt Florine, I got her little pizzazz on trying different stuff out. So we was sitting down and it was good. Oh, the chicken had a good flavor and everything. And because I've been, you know, she said, go sit down. Let me finish doing what I'm doing. So my auntie is 30 years older than me. So I married at 21, so she was 51. She where I am right now in the kitchen cooking. Me and Eddie get there. She serve us. And it's good. It starts out real good. My auntie said I did a gourmet spin on it. I didn't know what her gourmet spin was. I got to eating that gravy. My aunt done put all these grapes in that gravy. Child, I got the gagging. I kept saying, it's something sweet. She forgot to chop up one. It wasn't even so bad at first, but she forgot to chop up a big grape, and I bit into it. Ooh, that's just like when you bite into raw garlic, or if you bite into them peppercorns, too many of them. Boy, I got so sick. I said, oh no, Auntie, this was too gourmet for me. I couldn't eat it. Eddie said, my husband, he was scared to say something because, you know, he new to the family. On the way home, he said, can we stop to get something to eat? He said, I was doing my best to eat slow. He said, I couldn't eat that. He said, I couldn't eat it. It was so funny. She knew about it. I had called and told. I said, Auntie, what did you put in that? And she said, honey, I was doing my gourmet style stuff. Baby, I had grapes all up in there. I said, I knew it. We laugh about that to this day. I'm going down there and spend my evening with my auntie mama. I'm going to stop by my mama's house and take her some food, and my Uncle Charles, Uncle Hubert. I want them small. I still got more. That's why I said, I don't know how much you want to make. I'm making a lot, aren't I? Let me take y'all over here. All I got is missing one station. That's it. Just right over here. You don't never want your dumplings to look like a pale white. Do it like this. See? That's a lot of dumplings, but I'm going to feed a lot of people. That's why it's called dumplings, aren't they? I ain't gonna put no grapes or cherry bark in these dumplings, girl. And here's your chicken broth for me. Cover that. Look, that's the chicken. That's the broth off the chicken. I use thighs. Sherry said, put some, Sherry said, put some grapes in the chicken and dumplings. You know what, Sherry? Y'all is a trip. You made my day, baby. Sherry Bark, you made my day. What seasonings are you using in the chicken? In the chicken, Kawana, I used, I cooked it in chicken stock, out the box. I cooked it in chicken stock, and I used a little water, and I added some chicken bouillon in there, and some salt and pepper. Now, I'm cooking for my mom and my auntie. I'm not going to add no garlic or nothing. I also got onions in there and celery. I'm using cream of celery also. And I don't think I'm going to open up. Normally, I open up a can of mixed vegetables. Do you put celery? Yes. I got celery and onions. I cooked the meat in it. And so now I still got all this left. I'm going to make some more. Oh, yeah. And that it'll be cleaned up. And when Avery, when her daddy get home or whatever, because Avery ain't going to want to go. Oh, yeah, some rice would be good with that chicken. Take your time. Sing you a couple of songs. Look how much dumplings I made at that one set. If you work it real tight, get you 3 cups. Do the same way you do with biscuits. But instead of 3, add 4 cups of flour. And a 3rd cup of shortening. And about 1.5 cups of buttermilk. Work it. You got to work it. You got the same pots. These come from, see, it look like it's brick. I got them, that's the Biltmore collection out of, Belk. Been using them for years. I gave some of them away at Christmas. Y'all already know I'm a Belts is my place. When I get to go, I haven't been lately. Y'all, this time next week, Suge Priya will be here. Deacon Calvin will be here. Minister Willie will be here. Tiffany Townsend will be here. Janice Martin will be here. My niece Tandy will be here. Dandelion will be here. And her sister Tiffany will be here. They're coming in for my appreciation service. Can you tell me what I should expect my seasonings? I haven't received the email, but the payment has come out. Teresa, just be patient. She's got everything. She's working all those seasonings. You're going to get them. They ain't going to be long. I can't answer that question right now because Kelby is doing it, but you're going to get your seasonings. You know, remember we did it on Saturday. Sunday, she didn't do nothing. Philip got sick, and I didn't want her to mess with no products, okay? My son got sick. They live together, and so we kept everything boxed up. She didn't want to mess with it. So that's why we just starting to get them out. I'll check and ask her, when is yours scheduled? I don't know what date you picked. I don't know what kind of shipping you picked. But y'all know Philip was sick. You don't play around with people's stuff. That's why you can't eat from everybody's house. Don't ship my stuff out. Somebody was in the house sick. No, ma'am. I didn't know what was going on with my son. So I told her don't mess with it. She'll get it out. Yeah, patience is a virtue, especially when you're dealing. I can't have that blood on my hand. Be done sent somebody sick, sending it to somebody else's house. The devil is a lie. He won't get me right there. I don't play that. I done told y'all, Marion can tell you right now, my house is clean. I stay on top of it. I clean my kitchen. I do what I got to do. My mama do it. I don't have no excuses. But I can't get nobody sick. I'm sorry. You'll have it. You're going to have it. But we had to see what was going on. I apologize for the inconvenience. But you're going to get it. Just like with my mama, my auntie, and I'm waiting on my bottles to come in. I haven't started my new set of seasonings. I'm going to get around to it, but when somebody come calling you, telling you to get to the hospital, and the people you love about to die, man, I can't. Life happens. Unless I hire employees, if I quit making it with my own hands and trust somebody with my recipe. But I want to thank you for ordering. No, don't use self-rising flour. Use all-purpose. You don't want self-rising flour. You don't want to have that. You don't want to have that baking powder in there. You don't want them to rise. You want them to be dumpy. You want them densed. Just like when you make gnocchi soup, it's densed. So, that is what I'm doing. I'm finishing these dumplings. Yeah, they're going to come, absolutely. Look, I ordered some knives. I'm still waiting on my knives from Darius Cooks. I ordered October the 16th. But he told me they coming. I just ain't got mine yet. I don't know. I can't, gotta have patience. He gonna get them to me because he told me he would. I'll use the knives I've been using till I get them. No, they thin. My dumplings real thin. Yeah, they thin. This because my auntie, she's, y'all heard about what's going on with her, so can't thicken up her esophagus and stuff like that. And her digestive tract. My order has been shipped, so thanks so much. I got to look into Miss Teresa's. Ma, let me in. Okay, I didn't even see you, baby. I'm sorry. Miss Teresa says she don't have hers. Hold on, y'all. I'm at my daughter, Kelby. You can ask her the question now, Miss Teresa Randy. Kelby, you got to accept it. I'm trying to let you in. Yeah, they sold out. I'm going to make some more. Kelby, it's not letting you in. I got my hands in dough. What part is I used thighs. I don't use breast. Breast are they too heavy. You got to use a light, fatty meat. I think your live is messed up. It don't send a request. It's Facebook doing me like that. It's okay. Baby, if you only know what they was doing to me behind the scene. My fault. When God give you an opportunity to do what you're supposed to do, don't get mad at people for the messenger. Numbers done cut so much. My RPMs is like less than my RPMs is less than a minimum wage, and I'm gonna see if that can be possible in the state of Georgia. I'm gonna take it and screenshot it and go. See if that can be done. If somebody can pay you less than minimum wage. Hey everyone, I simply printed the labels. I do not ship anything yet. Orders will be shipped tomorrow. Kelby, Teresa and Randy something. She said she didn't get her tracking information or anything. Do the liquid need to be at a boil? Yeah, I always boil my water, get it hot. Yeah, it was boiling. You should always you should always put your rice and everything like that. I always have anyway. chicken thighs is more expensive than, well, I mean, you know, Miss Charlene, that's just what I've been using. I'm not going to change it because the price went up. And then on top of that, my aunt, they've already given her up to pass, and she can't eat no thick breast. That's the way she liked me to do them, and I'm not going to, I understand what you're saying, though, I do. That's just what I use. I've always used thighs. I don't like chicken breasts. They too, and enough, they be too tough for me. You can use the breast. Oh Lord, I done missed the whole chicken dumpling. Hit replay. If you S-H-A-R-E, it'll be on your live. Did y'all know when y'all S-H-A-R-E, it'll be sitting on your personal Facebook page? And you're going to have to go look at him. Son is doing it. He's back. He's back. He's back. He did a live yesterday. He's back. Miss Contrary, Mr. Contrary. How do your garden grow? Ain't that what it says? Ain't that what that little nursery rhyme say? Something contrary, how do your garden grow? I don't know if it's Miss Contrary, Mr. Contrary. How do your garden grow? But it's something like that. Hold on, y'all. It just won't let Kelby come in. Yeah, you can use whatever you need because you know what your money can do. And some people don't boil no chicken. I see nowadays people go buy rotisseries and they make theirs. A lot of people got shortcuts now. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But these are special dumplings. I am rested. I feel good. Let me tell y'all something. Ever since I had that collab, the devil been on me. That's when you know you pleasing the Lord. When your ways please him. He gonna direct your path. Honey, I'm all right. It just was a party that the devil couldn't bust in. He couldn't bust it up. That was the intention. But he can't. Couldn't wreak havoc and he mad. Not at the person that they should, but at me. Because I was the target all along. I was the target. They were saying, I'm going to show you. I don't have to be invited. I'm going to bust it open. I'm breaking through. But the Lord said, no, no, no. You don't know what's going on, Tracy. But I know. And he by the time I found out everything was everything. So, I take the blame. I don't mind. Because that's who they want to blame. Me. I'll take all of it. I'll bear it. I'm up here minding my business. Got a friend in town, my friend. Everything was going to be at my house. I don't have nothing to do with nobody else's plans. I was talking to Marion this morning. Now people saying, oh no. They seeing this immaturity stuff. I ain't got time for it. I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna say nothing and pray. Praying for family and Chef Carmen. Thank you. She is good. I supposed to call her today. She had some business to take care of. See, sometimes you have to help people direct their path. That's right. No weapon formed against me. It was just easy to blame me. Even when they heard the truth and the person told them, they don't like me. They hate me. They hate me with purpose. Hating with purpose. And I don't want y'all to go watch stuff like that. I don't want it to get in your spirit now. You pay attention. I keep telling y'all you can't drink from that same cup. Stuff will get up on you. Sit around and go to bed with somebody with fungus, foot fungus. It's going to mess your feet up. I don't care what you say. You lay down with flea dogs, you're going to wake up with fleas if they ain't taken care of. Now, some dogs you can. Because the owner take good care of them. But you sit around there and go to bed with an outside dog and all them ticks and fleas, you going to get ate up. Like that woman said. When Suge asked Celie why he beat you. Because I ain't him. Why they don't like it? Because they ain't got no chance with me. Mom Tracy, I never learned how to make dumplings. I guess because it was never one of my favorites. I understand. That's some stuff I didn't learn. Mama, you want me to Zelle or Cash App you? Zelle it, Kelby. Because it'll go straight on my bank account. But make sure you got the right Zelle. They done messed up and they know they can't never come over now, so they going to hate me to work. They don't want to talk about it. I tried to bring a peace offering. But it wasn't good enough. Because the foolishness of a foolish person got foolishness in their heart. I love you, Kale. I'm taking your Aunt Florine some dumplings. Got mad because God let my stuff sell out. But he was in the midst of it all. I can't see everything. Yeah. And then co-signers are finna get in trouble. I'm working on my book. My people coming. I got my people coming. Deacon Calvin, we finna handle this stuff over the weekend. All I got is to get everything together. And get Deacon Calvin my card, and he works my stuff out. Him and Jermaine. Yes, I trust them that much too. I love them and they love me back. I don't care how my numbers go. Them babies love me. And they look out for me. Teresa and Randy Miles. Kelby said she haven't started. You know, son was sick. But we're going to look into Teresa and Randy Miles. I'm working on my cookbook. Let me show y'all what's going on. Yes you do, Willie. And I thank God for your praying spirit. I love that you don't like to get up in no mess. I love it. Y'all don't think I pay attention to who y'all are. Willie, I have your cake pan when you come. And I got my niece, Tay, some candles. They should be here tomorrow. Hallelujah. Look at these dumplings. They just as pretty as they want to be. They ain't big and thick and... Look at that dumpling. I want my fat baby to be happy. And see that, you know, I ain't gonna use no food dye with her. I use some turmeric. Because she already got kidney problems. I don't want nothing with no dye. And I'm going to start adding my stuff in. How do you know when they are done? That's a good question. Well, I'm going to show you how. Let me get one. Your dumpling is going to cook from the inside out. And if your dumpling is not dense, it ain't going to hold anyway. Okay? Let's see if this dumpling is done. Because I put them in at different times. Let's check on these dumplings. Let me grab a few of them. Get a thin one too. Get a thick one. Scrape the bottom. So I can show you when they're done. Hold on. That's a good question. Okay. And add some pepper. Not too much. And my auntie, she don't like salt. The light salt. I'm finna show you how your dumplings look when they're almost done. I'm going to show you what they look like. You see that dumpling? It's almost done. You see the dents inside of that dumpling? That dumpling is gathering just fine. You see that? That dumpling is really ready. It really don't have to cook no more. That dumpling is secured. You see the color? It's blurry. This a thin one. You see that thin? When that line forms in there real tight, that dumpling is done. You see how thin that dumpling is? See how you can mash it, but you got some resistance? See? It just didn't turn into mush. The dumpling is done. It's going to fluff up a little bit more like a biscuit. It's going to have a little flake in there. Just a little bit of flake in there, okay? It was some movie I seen, and it was a song called "I Hope We Dance." But it ain't about messing up. It's about making memories. So it ain't gonna take long. I'm gonna start adding some cream of chicken and everything in here. Let's do stuff. Yeah, not mushy, but fluffy. See, that dumpling is still fluffy. It's not mushy. Okay? And it don't take them long. So let me go ahead and, I want to fold. I'm finna fold some cream of chicken in here. You dissolve yours dissolving because you're using self-rising flour instead of all-purpose, and you might be using too much shortening. So we're gonna use cream of celery in here. Cream of celery have an amazing flavor. Two small cans is what I'm using. I'm gonna turn them down. They already done formed. Make sure you turn that heat down, because you don't want them to start sticking to that bottom. Then I'm gonna add the chicken in here and that broth. Alright, I'm gonna add my chicken and the broth. Gonna loosen it up again a little bit, and you want that, cause other than that you just have some thick old You want them loose because when they sit, honey, they're going to be too thick. Then I need to taste them to make sure it's all right. So they're just going to cook. Every spoonful is full of meat and dumplings. Hey, Renee. Hey, Jill. Renee Terry. How you doing today, baby? Is that your favorite? Listen. Yes, the cream of chicken soup makes the broth thick. I use cream of celery. Let me see what these tasting like. I'll show you. They're going to simmer a while. The juice will get thick on it. So let me show you what I got. Let's look at what we done here. Come on here. And hey, Rosemary Turner. Hey, honey. So look. Y'all see? Y'all see how adding a little turmeric. No, I made mine out of flour. I didn't use no canned biscuits. I don't really use canned biscuits for nothing like that. So look, the turmeric won't let them be all white. Look like throw up. I don't like dumplings that look like that. Okay? The dumpling is ready. The dumpling is dense like it should be with a little fluff on the inside. The tender chicken right here. When it gets through simmering, the gravy gonna be right. Well, the reason why, no, I wouldn't say use paprika because you're not trying to turn it red. You just want the dumplings to look golden. Other than that, I use yellow food dye. But if it don't bother you, don't put it in there. Them good. But you can use ham. I never have. I've never made dumplings out of anything but my own. See? But people do use canned biscuit. Good goobity goo. What you say, Daddy? Good goobity goo. My daddy's toes would be curled up. What did you use to thicken the chicken and dumplings? You don't have to. It's full of flour. You don't have to ever thicken chicken and dumplings. That when you boil the dumplings, the flour gonna already be in the water. No, I don't use nothing canned like that. Some people do. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I just like to make my dumplings. I've never made chicken pot pie. Hold on 1 minute. Girl, I want to drink your bath water. Did you say... She says she's coming. I hope she's still coming. I'm not sure what day her daughter gonna bring her. Got him a hotel room. But, honey, I feel like that. Miss Tracy. Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Tracy sold the flour from the dumplings. Yes, it does. Walter Ross Sr. Let me show you. I ain't added no thick. I don't do. You already got thickening. When you boil your dumplings, it's nothing but flour that you boiling. So it's already making a roux for you. It's already giving you flour a broth that's got flour in it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Come on over here. Oh, did I tell you my kitchen clean? Yeah, my kitchen clean. See, while I make my biscuits, I'll show you. You clean up behind yourself, and you don't have no messy station. Come on, let me show you. Let me show you Walter. I think it was Walter. See, you don't have to add no more thickness in here. Turn it down, because it'll want to catch the bottom. And I made some of my dumplings thin, Walter. But you don't have to worry about any of that, because as it sits, it's going to get thick. The flour is already in the water from the dumplings being boiled in it. I use the same water I boil my dumplings in. That's what I do. Now, if you drain that water off, that's different. I don't. I use the same. Hey, Life with Key. Make sure you stir because it will stick. Yes. You don't want to stir too much. Turn them on low. But now I add a mix. I would, Life with Key. I normally add me some vegetables, but this is my auntie that's transitioning, and she can't have all that kind of stuff. So, if I was just fixing them for myself, I would add me a can of mixed vegetables. But they still good without it. Sometimes I've even added some noodles in there. Some homemade feta noodles. And a couple of times I put some potatoes in there. You can make them be whatever you want to. So when it thickens, yes. Well, you got to wait and check and cut your noodle. It's got to be dense on the inside. Don't use self-rising flour or they'll fall apart. You got to use all-purpose. Use all-purpose flour. Make sure your water is boiling. Salt your water. Don't oversalt it. So you just have dumplings and chicken in there. That's all I got. That's why it's called chicken and dumplings. When I grew up, they didn't add mixed vegetables. They didn't add noodles. They didn't add nothing. It was basically chicken and bread. That's what dumplings are. That's why it's not called chicken, vegetables, and dumplings. It's called chicken and dumplings. Father God, in the name of Jesus, I ask that you touch Miss Brenda Beard and whatever test that she's having, God. Lord, let them find what they need to find, because she needs to know. But let it come back negative. God, the weapon can form, just don't let it prosper. They can see it, but don't let them think what they see and it's so. Step into her situation, God. Calm her nerves. Take that anxiety down. God, we love her and we ask that you, God, please move on her behalf in Jesus' name. Amen. Mama Tracy, I made your chicken and dumplings. It was delicious. Yeah. How you say that? Is it Sade? Sade, right? Big Mo Anderson, I wish I could give you some. My lazy self use Pillsbury, but you can do it the other way too. You can do it, girl. You're a cook. Mama Tracy, you making mama's dumplings? Yes, honey. I go back down memory lane on my food. I don't care what nobody else say. If it was good enough for my granny, her great-grand, her grand, my mama, it's good enough for me. The recipes that's going to be in my cookbook are tried and true and kept alive from my community. I don't know about nobody else's. But these dumplings are, when you turn it off, they just going to sit and be good. My grandson came to eat Sunday dinner with me and hubby past Sunday, and his girlfriend says to each other, how does your kitchen stay clean and you cook all this? I said, the dishwasher and the sink. You better say it ain't for nothing. Honey, I use my sink. People got dishwashers. I took my dishwasher out. I don't care what nobody say. You can mimic and mark me, but honey, I cannot. You can talk about me. I don't trust no dishwasher. I just don't. You got them, use them. Ain't nothing wrong. You don't have to do everything I do. But everybody in my family tell you, even when we go on vacation, I run my dishwater. We ain't gonna claim it, Phyllis Hawkins. We gonna bind and rebuke that. I'm gonna claim she got it again. Let me show y'all one more time, my friends. Dip y'all a good old bowl. Y'all know I'm gonna eat me some of these for dinner tonight. You already know. Make sure you get it at the bottom. Dig deep, pull up. And you just let them, they good to go. And this broth is gonna settle. But if you got it too thin, it ain't gonna have no juice. It's gonna be a hunker burning love. Nah, like I say, I'm not judging nobody. You use your dishwasher, baby. I just couldn't convince myself. I kept feeling like my dishes weren't clean. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Maybe one day I'll learn to use it. I'm just scared of them. You know, technology ain't for everybody. Like some of our grandparents, they don't want to learn how to use this computer. Oh yeah, I'm finna get ready. I'm waiting on my oven. Can't do nothing for Thanksgiving till my oven gets here. I got a feeling. I do too. I run dishwater, let them soak still. I know y'all talk about me. They talked about good old Jesus. But sometimes that dishwasher just don't clean. You open the dishwasher, you see spots on the spoon, or it's overloaded. The kids are overloaded. And I be like, how is that gonna clean all them dishes good? They be sticking stuff between stuff. I can't do that. But ain't nothing wrong now. I'm not judging nobody. So don't get it twisted. Yeah, I pray. Yeah. Are you keeping this video up? So, yeah, I ain't going to delete it. I'm going to go and label it for you. I'll go put a title on it because it won't show. I'll go title it for you, Francine. Francina just blessed. Paula Thomas. I like to watch. I do. Hot water. Y'all see my glasses be steaming up. My mother used to say she had 7 dishwashers. The 7 kids. My mama too. Yeah, share it to your page. It ain't going nowhere. I ain't taking this video down. I let my admin, if they feel like something, my admin go behind. I don't read nobody's, I don't read no negative comments no more. If Dick and Tab and them need to fix it, they fix it. If they need to take something down, and down it's gonna go. I keep everything up. I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna go label it for you though. Well, I'm so glad we had this time together. Honey, just to have a laugh. Let me tell y'all. So, I talked to cousin, sister, friend. And, cousin, sister, friend gonna be staying at her mama's. She gonna eat these dumplings. And, so when my daddy and my aunt, when my daddy and his sister was dying, I became they chef. The cancer that they had, they couldn't swallow food like that. And yeah, I put a little bleach in mine too, and I'm soaking. And so I started making them these certain type of soups that I make. And my sister called today and she said, Tracy, are you gonna be Auntie Flo'S cook? And I said, if I need to be. And she called this morning. She said, well, remember Auntie. Now y'all know I got a condition already. Remember, Auntie want dumplings today. See, you have to set aside how you feel to help somebody else. I said, I remember. I got it. It's an honor. I cook for my aunt. I cook for my daddy. They only ate my food because they couldn't digest and swallow. And now it's my auntie time. I don't even like to know that I can't call her. I don't like to know. But I know she know me. And I know I recorded her. And she always said, don't forget I'm your mama. Send some money across that field. She told us yesterday, honey, y'all fill up my piggy bank. So I'm going to have to go to the ATM and get a little money. Because I got to put some money in that jar. And I got to tell her, auntie, I put my money in the jar. Because she said yesterday, I'm taking up money for the church. She always helped the church. She always was worried about God's house. So, I hate when food drop on the side of my... Where there's a will, there's a way. Always knock it down to the bottom and sweep it. And so, my mama going to the mountains with us for Thanksgiving. I'm going to be cooking up there. I'm pacing myself like Jean P. Conley Sanders and all of them told me. Next week, I'm going to be cooking. Honey, we're going to be cooking next week. Yes, 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 yes. I got the men going to do cooking. They don't know it yet, but they are. I got some cooks in the house. I want to sit back and watch Jermaine and Deacon Calvin and Willie and my husband. I want them to cook for the ladies. It's going to be ladies' night. And we going to laugh. We going to sit outside and pat flies, but we ain't going to tell no lies. I don't know now. Jermaine might tell one because he just makes up stuff. And Mary the Amazing told me she ready to come back again. So I guess I was a good host. Make her some cabbage. She can't have that. She can't have that Jacqueline busted. She can't have all that kind of stuff right now. That's the way the old saints. They never forget the church. See, I hope Jermaine don't be outside patting flies. We're going to have to pop and snap on him. Honey, Miss Tracy, will you do some chitlins? No, not if the Lord can help it. Oh, on my channel, do I have any? I don't eat chitlins. It's not an honor to do them, but if I have to, they just got to be clean. Now, pulling out a membrane don't clean no chitlins. Did y'all know that? Because I be watching people on here, and they just be pulling all the membrane off. Them chitlins be so thin, you can see what they didn't eat. But you still got to clean those chickens. You still can have boo-boo all up in them chitlins. Pulling the membrane ain't cleaning them. Some people just like their chitlins real thin. Sometimes you don't have to release all of that. You got to clean them. Miss Kathy Washington, we here for you. Oh, she gonna come back? No, June Phillips, it wasn't her. I was wondering how Avery was gonna do. I was wondering how Avery would do. Thank you, Lynn Highsmith. Mama Tracy K. Mitchell. Hey, Say from the Neverland, Say Nicholson. Well, right now she gonna eat this, and then I go to the next step. But what I do is I make these soups, and I puree them so you can drink them out the straw. Yeah, you can. You can take too much of the membrane away. Mama Tracy, maybe you can show them how to clean chitlins the right way. That's the only way. See, everybody you see on live, they just pulling that membrane. They pulling that skin. Then they'll just pat them like that. And they just put them over there. But it can still be boo-boo all on them chitlins. The membrane ain't ain't the, you got to pull some. You just ain't got to make them so thin. They be so thin when you cook them, they turn almost like a crisp. Yes, elated Mimi, I opened up last night and I thank you. Like some people mix hog maws with theirs to stretch them. Some people don't like that. Oh, hallelujah night. Thank you, Karen Page. Say that about cleaning them chitlins. That part. You know what, Twyla King? Have y'all ever noticed people just get on here and pull membrane? It takes some time. My mama would clean chitlins and we had to get in there and just rub them chitlins from one end to the other. Just rubbing them, dipping them, rubbing them, rubbing it, dipping it, rubbing it. Then she soak them. Then she let that water out, run fresh water on one side, put them on that side. I'll be there for the reunion. Can't wait to see you. Oh, and your favorite pastor. Come on, Saint. I hope so. Y'all, that's right. Don't forget, we having a reunion. Honey, we going through these Burr months, and then we're going to be ready months. That's January, February. Then we're going to march into April. And May, June come. And when June come, we having a reunion. June 9th, 10th, and 11th. And we got hotels booked when you register. We're going to have fun. We're going to have transportation. Like you said, they think that cleaning them, but it's not. No, it's not. Pulling the membrane is not cleaning them. It's just thinning them out. Thank you for calling me out today. I was really, really appreciate. I didn't think you were ever getting my messages. It's all depending on how many on here, Miss Karen Page. That's why you can't eat everybody's. Miss Joyce Anderson, you can't. My mama said, I sit here and watch this person pull all that membrane off. She said, them gonna be the thinnest chitlins. Mama said, you don't make them that thin. Mama said, Mama said, they throwing half of their stuff away. I'm coming in. It's the weekend. All right, Lisa. Oh, Lisa, I hope you do a designer cake and bring it, Lisa Caffey. Miss Tracy. That was fun and beautiful collab. Thank you, Linda. I talked to Carmen last night. I talk to her almost every day. I haven't talked to her today, though. But she had some business to handle today. So I will be calling her. I don't want to keep y'all on here. Thank y'all for the stars. Y'all have been so kind. Thank y'all for coming over to YouTube. I had over 500 and something people on YouTube last night. That was the most I've ever had. No, chitlins are not cheap. Love the lipstick. Thank you. It's all right. I put some lip gloss on it and it been bothering me. That's how my mom does. She combined. Yeah, you got to. You just can't pull the membrane. I mean, sometimes you pull too much. You can tell when people ain't really learn how to clean them. They pull too much stuff out of them. But that's their business. They the one. That's their money. My mama 80 years old. She know how to clean some chitlin. You better get with these old people before they leave, huh? Because some people teaching themselves and lying. They're patting flies and telling lies. They don't know how to clean no chitlins. I don't chitlins, hog maws, pig feet. You don't do none of them, honestly. Y'all, let me show you what I done. Who want them? It's just, every time you pick up them, you're going to just have dumplings. I got to let them cool off. Because I got to start packing up plates when Avery get home. I'll let them cool off. Y'all get a good look. You want to see them one more time? Hold on. Avery don't eat dumplings. I don't know why. She'll eat them after she say she won't eat them. So I say she eat them, but I have to warm her up. Something from yesterday, some chicken tenders. Come on, Latoya Stevens, and get you some. I'm finna take these to Emerson. I sure am. Well, I'm so glad we had the time together just to have a laugh and sing a song. We just got started. And before you know it, come the time, we got to say so long. Make sure y'all sprinkle me, baby, sprinkle me. I love you. Yes, I do. I'm the cook and you're my friends. I see you later, alligators.